Fast Tortoise, please hit that like button and enjoy the show.
Super fast tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine rush fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to incite. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight. Super fast tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine rush fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to incite. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
You rock, you rule. Thank you for hanging out here on Super Fast Tortoise.
Super fast tortoise, making moves like I have. Positive vibes flow, ain't no time for despair. Hit the subscribe button, join the creek, blow my piece. We rocking it, doing what we do. Video games on deck, controller in my hand. Talking Magic the Gathering, that's the plan. We living our best lives, no room for stress. Spreading love and joy, we the very best. We only dig, feeling like a team.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Hold on, I'm checking something. Checking something. Oh, hey, howdy. Going for. All right. Want to make sure the audio was good. Whoa, whoa. Audio is good. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Everybody. Hey. Welcome MTG Hillbilly. How are you? How are you, Hillbilly? How are you doing? How are you doing? You guys excited? You guys rolling on in? Going crazy? Going nuts for donuts? How's your night doing? How is your guys' night? I know it's an MTG shot. I'm wearing Pokemon. But whatever. Whatever. It says Pikachu up there. I promise you. Got some drink today. Kool-Aid. Lone Wolf! Hey. Can't hear me? You can't hear me. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You can't hear me. I'm joking. I was about to say. I just did a check on a live. Jeez. Jeez. Don't throw me off like that, Hillbilly. Woo. My bald head can't handle that. So, today, my friends gone through a commander deck. One of my favorite commander decks. Boom. We're going to go through Jodah Archmage Eternal. My dinosaur deck. Whoop, whoop. Yes, we're going through Jodah Archmage Eternal dinosaur deck. Jodah Archmage Eternal costs 1 generic blue, white, red. His Jeskai colors. But he's all 5 color commander because you can play Wooburg rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. Making expensive spells cost 5 mana. 5 mana. What? And not only that, for backups, we're running Fist of Suns. Fist of Suns right here. Fist of Suns. 3 mana for artifact. You can pay Wooburg rather than pay mana cost of spells you cast. So I got a backup for my commander. So there's chances I don't need my commander out to get the ability I want. It's so excited. So exciting. But wait, there's one more. We're running Leyline of Mutation. 2 generic, 2 green. Leyline of Mutation is an opening hand. You can begin with the game on the battlefield. which is what we want if you can get it. But you also may pay Wooberg rather than pay the mana cost of spells you cast. What? That's insanity. We got 2 cards in our deck, or 2 cards here, 3 cards total that do the same thing. Talk about consistency. The consistency's there. Yes. Oh yeah. I'm going to flex a little. I'm going to flex just a little. But not only is this deck a dinosaur deck, it's my Jurassic Park deck. Dun 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 dun. That's right, Jurassic Park, yo. Look at those sleeves. Those are the sleeves on my cards. Pretty sweet. Pretty awesome. One of my favorite decks. Jodah is in a special sleeve I want to show off. The channel sleeve. That's my channel sleeve. Yeah. Look at that. Channel sleeve. Hillbilly's got these sleeves right here. Awesome sleeves. Hell yeah. That's my channel sleeve. Commander's an awesome sleeve. There's lots of stuff going on for it. Let's see if we can get this. See Super Fast Horse on YouTube. Maximal symbol. All that fun jazz. Some numbers. Oh yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, but what? I'm so excited for this, right? So we have a friend in the channel. Go Vax! GG's! How's it going? Go Vax. Nice to meet you. Yeah, not only that, we got a lot of stuff to go through. A lot of stuff to go through. Alright, let's check this out. Hold on a second. No! Children just finished dinner? Nice. Hold on. Hold on. All right. There we go. Right. There we go. Right there. That's what we want to see. We want to see all the cards on the table. All the cards. Look, even chat is up on screen there. Whoop, whoop. Just finished dinner, Kovacs? Nice. Chill with us. So, we are running 3 tutors in this deck. It'd be cool if we had more tutors. But, tortoise can only afford so much. But this deck is bracket 3. Sometimes it reaches bracket 4. It's a powerful deck. I'm telling you. But first tutor, right here, was gifted to us by James Willis. Whoa, whoa. That goes for real? Okay, hold on a second. Wait a minute, I'm checking. Chat sub account, right? Alright, I'm looking. Face cam. Slide. Alright. Alright, I'm looking. Hold on a second. Face cam. Is that better? Is that better? Low echo? Low echo? You got it. There was echo going through the video capture device, the camera. It's alright. First tutor that we were talking about. That's cool, right? It is Congregation at Dawn. Hold on a second. I need more light. More light. Need a diffuser on that light. Woo! I'm great now. Yeah. Believe it or not, the mic from this camera was going off. Right. Congregation at Dawn. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's a little bit better. 2 green and a white. Search your library for up to 3 creature cards. Oh, interesting. Search your library for up to 3 creature cards. Shuffle your library. Put them on top in any order. Thanks to James Willis. Whoa, whoa. James Willis donated this card to the channel. Awesome. Then we got Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor. Alright. Demonic Tutor costs 1 generic and a black. Says search your library for a card. Put that card into your hand. Shuffle. Pretty solid tutor. And this last tutor is an interesting tutor. You should run it just for fun. Costs green and red. Search your library for up to 3 creature cards. Reveal them. And when you reveal 3 creature cards, choose 1 at random and shuffle the rest back into your library. So you get 3 creature cards of your choice. Then you get 1 of those 3 creature cards at random. Then you shuffle the rest back in your library. Signal of the Clans is pretty solid. Woo woo. Like it. Love it. Want some more of it. Then we're running 1 Kindred Discovery. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever a creature you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. Yeah. Simple as that. Simple as that, my friends. Simple as that. Oh boy. Bet you're excited. Running some chaotic cards in this deck. Chaotic meaning you don't know. I'm thinking about taking unexpected results out of the deck. Kovacs! That's right. Use those emojis, everybody. Hillbilly Kovacs, you guys rock. Unexpected results are my favorite cards, but I'm thinking about replacing it eventually in the near future. With what? I don't know. Maybe I'll go through another deck and pull out something else. But the unexpected results cost 2 generic. A green or blue. And you search your library for... for 4 mana, you shuffle your library, then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put that land onto the battlefield and return unexpected results to your hand. Or if it's an online card, you may cast that spell for free. Pretty good. Then a fun card I like to play in this deck, Breaking and Entering. It's 2 pieces of cards that can be cast together. It says a bottom line of text. Breaking for a black and a blue. You can have target player put the top 8 cards of their library into the graveyard. Entering for 4 generic, a black and a red. You put a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Any graveyard. It gains haste until the turn. But if you have 8 mana, enough to pay for all the colors in this on both sides of this card, you can cast this card as 1 spell to mill someone 8 cards and reanimate a creature of your choice. Whoa, whoa. Pretty solid. Then for funsies, we're running as an alternate commander option. Hold on. Kenneth, the Returned King. 5 generic and a white. Or 4 generic and a white. He has all the abilities. Legendary creature, human noble, 5/5. So all creatures gain trample and haste until in turn if you pay red. Or pay generic and a green, put a +1 counter on target creature. Pay 2 generic and a white, target creature gains 5 life, or target player. For 3 generic and a blue, target player draws a card. For 4 generic and a black, you can put a creature card from a graveyard onto its owner's battlefield. Whoop whoop. Pretty solid. Now, Hillbilly loves this card. Got mad because I got to use it twice. Whispering Madness. It's a wheel effect. Each player discards their hand and draws card equal to the greatest number of cards a player discarded this way. So everybody discards their hands, and the person with the most cards decides on how many cards everybody's drawing. Pretty solid. Then I have Cipher. Cipher attaches this card to another card as an ability, saying when that creature deals combat damage, you can will again. Will of Fortune. Whoa. Love it. But let's get through some of the fun stuff, right? The fun stuff. Like our draw package. So, Diabolic Vision, a blue and a black. You look at the top 5 cards of your library and put one into your hand and the rest on top of your library in. Sorry, Hillbilly. That card has messed me up many times. That's right. So, Diabolic Vision, you look at the top 5 cards of your library, put one in your hand, and the rest on back and top in any order. Yeah, the Royal Scions, a generic blue and a red. Planeswalker comes in for 5 loyalty. Legendary Planeswalker Will Rowan. +1, you loop, draw a card, discard a card. You +1, target creature gets +2/+0, gains first strike until end turn. Or -8, you draw 4 cards. Then when you do, the Royal Scions deals damage to any target equal to the number of cards in your hand. Pretty solid. Then we got the classic, lovable Phyrexian Arena. Love Phyrexian Arena. Phyrexian Arena! Oh yeah, Phyrexian Arena says at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card and lose a life. There you go. Prismatic Bridge. Right? Legendary enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card or a planeswalker card. Put that card in the battlefield. The rest into the bottom of your library in a random order. Love this card. But this card actually is a 2-sided card. The other side of the card is the front face of this card. That's Aska, God of the Tree. His Vigilance. It's 1/4, so it's tapped out when mana of any color. Then it has other legendary creatures you control have Vigilance and has tapped out when mana of any color. Hey Billy, you gotta stop eating those corn dogs. Too many corn dogs. Too many corn dogs. You've eaten too many corn dogs. Think of your belly. Think of the room in your belly. Not kidding. Then we're running Chimil the Inner Sun. 6 mana. Spells you control can't be countered. At the beginning of your end step, discover 5. You exile cards from the top of your library until you exile an online card with converted mana cost 5 or less. Cast it without paying its mana cost or put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any random order. There you go. It's good for fishing out cheap board wipes and ramp spells. Yep. Hey, Billy. Never. Then, let's talk about our clone package. We got 2 clone spells in this deck. We got Sakashima the 1,000 Faces, 3 generic and a blue. Legendary creature, human rogue. You may have Sakashima the 1,000 Faces enter the battlefield as a copy of another creature you control, except the Sakashima 1,000 Faces and other abilities. The legend rule don't apply to permanents you control, and has partner, which we don't use it for its partner ability. Then we have Sakashima the Imposter. 2 generic, 2 blue. Sakashima the Imposter comes into play. You may choose creatures and play. If you do, Sakashima comes into play as a copy of that creature, except its name is still Sakashima the Imposter. It's still legendary. And it gains pay 2 generic, 2 blue, return legendary Sakashima the Imposter to its owner's hand. Woo woo. Yeah, Billy. The corn dogs are great with pickleballs. Now, as we get more into Jodah, you went through the saucy part of the deck. But we need to get to the more serious parts. like the removal. Petrify costs generic, a black and a green. This is destroy target artifact or creature. It can't be regenerated. Nice. We got Vindicate for generic, a white and a black. You destroy target permanent. Pretty solid for a sorcery. Yeah, Mortify, destroy target creature or enchantment. Pretty solid. We got Status and Statue. Status and Statue. Status gives a creature +1/+1 and death touch until turn for 1 green or black. The Statue for 4 mana, 2 generic and a green and black. You destroy target artifact, creature, or enchantment. Pretty solid. Love this card. Love this card. I like it. It comes with options, which I've used every option on that card before in the game. Now, before we get to the fun stuff here, this is the fun stuff right here. Fun stuff. We got to get through these 3 piles, right? These 3 piles. Let's go through the ramp really quick. Ramp mana fixing. We got Mox Amber, which is courtesy of Coach's Magic. Thank you, Coach's Magic, for that card. We got ways for Mox Amber taps to add a mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control. Pretty solid card. We got Waves Fairy Bauble, where you pay 2, sacrifice Waves Fairy Bauble, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped. And then shuffle your library. Pretty solid right there. You're a Rampant Growth for generic and a green. You get to search your library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield tapped. You got Farseek. Costs generic and a green. You search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card. And it doesn't have to be basic. Right? And you put it on the battlefield tap. So it can be dual lands and tri-lands or wheel lands, whatever you want to call them. You got Chromatic Lantern. 3 mana. Lands you control have tapped to add 1 mana of any color. And you can tap to add 1 mana of any color with Chromatic Lantern. You got a Classic Cultivate. 2 generic and a green. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put one in the battlefield tapped and the rest of the other in your hand. Then shuffle your library. You got Kodama's Reach. Kodama's Reach does the same thing as Cultivate. And that's my ramp package. That's my mana fixing ramp package right there. Right there, everybody. Going crazy. Hold on. Something happened. Hold on, let me get it here. All right. Hello, everyone. Crispy Souls. Oh, that was rough. Did not know I had a boogie. Had to go to the bathroom and take care of that. Disgusting. But anyways. You are too many pickleballs. Alright, too many pickleballs. I don't know. Is that the MH1 Morphon? Oh, yeah. We're getting ready to get to the cool stuff here, right? We're getting ready for the cool stuff. All right, so let's get back to it. All right, so cool stuff here. Dinosaurs. That is the MH1 Morphon for sure. All right. Haste engines. Hasty cards. Chroma's Memorial is a beast of a card. 7 generic legendary artifact. Creatures you control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, protection from black, protection from red. This card is on fire. This card is on fire. That's right. Huh? This is Swiftfoot Boots. 2 mana, 1 to equip. Equip creature has hexproof and haste. Lightning Greaves. Equipped creature has haste and shroud for 0 mana. 2 mana to equip. 2 mana to cast with 0 mana to equip. Got Maelstrom Wanderer. Legendary creature, elemental. Creature control of haste and 1 enters the battlefield. Cascade, or when he casts it. Oh yeah. We got Teamer Ascendancy. 1 green, 1 blue, 1 red. Creatures control of haste. Whenever a creature you control is power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. Fires you have a Maya. 1 generic, red, green. Creature control have haste. And you can sacrifice Fires you have a Maya to give a creature +2/+2 until turn. Yeah, Fervor. Just simply 2 generic and red. Creatures control have haste. That was the haste engines, everybody. Haste engines, everybody. Yo, haste engines. Whoa. Pretty solid stack there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 haste enabling cards to give my big dinosaurs. Haste. And for reanimation and graveyard recursion, we run Savine's Reclamation. Savine's Reclamation costs 2 generic and white. Return target permanent cards converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. If this was cast from your graveyard, you may copy the spell and choose another target for the copy. That's flashback for 5. The card's pretty solid. Sometimes it saves me by getting lands or draw cards back again. I like it. Mystic Retrieval. 3 generic and a blue. Return target instant sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. That's flashback for 2 generic and a red. This is pretty much an extra board wipe or removal spell. That's what it usually gets me back, is a board wipe or removal spell. Really pretty solid. Eerie Ultimatum! Hillbilly just went crazy over this card not too long ago. Eerie Ultimatum says return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. Love this card. Great late game smackaroonies right there. Up to Lawson! Deaders now, because for 5 mana this card is fire. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Love it. Animate Dead. Animate Dead for generic and black comes into play. Return a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield with a -1, -0 on it. There we go. Unburial Rites, a solid card. 4 generic and a black. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It has flashback for 3 generic and white. Multiple use on these cards are solid. Beacon of Unrest. 3 generic and 2 black. Put target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to play under your control. A graveyard, any graveyard. Then shuffle Beacon of Unrest into its owner's library. Then a card, thanks to James Willis. This is an amazing little card. Target creature from a graveyard, any graveyard, and put it onto the battlefield under your control for 2 generic, a white, and a green. Hardly ever used. On reserve list. Get this card. It's super cheap. It's super cheap. Get this card. Get this card. All right, hold on. All right. Then. All right, now going through dinosaurs, he's saying, I'll trade you the Commander Legends version for that one. Huh. Interesting. Alright. You're talking about Morphon the Boundless. It's just the basics, not a foil. These are the dinosaur sections, right? It's all the dinosaurs in the deck, not including this one. This one's in a different pile for a reason. Hillbilly knows that reason. He doesn't like it, but it's there. Morphon the Boundless costs 7 mana for a 6/6. Changeling. Morphon the Boundless enters the battlefield. Choose a creature type. Spells of the chosen type you control. Cast Wooburg less to cast. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you pay. Other creatures you control the chosen type get +1/+1. This is a combo synergy in this deck because this with my commander makes dinosaurs cost free. Dragon Top Storm. Yeah. Then we got the generic Zetapa Primal Dawn, pretty solid. 6, 7, 8 mana for 4, 8. Flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible, pretty solid. We got Gisha Sun's Avatar, 5 generic, red, green, white. Legendary creature, dinosaur avatar, trample, vigilance, haste. Whenever Gisha Sun's Avatar deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library and put all dinosaur cards revealed this way into the battlefield. Nice. And put the rest back in random order. On the bottom. Tali Primal Storm, because it's Tali. Why not? 4 generic, 2 red, 6, 6. Whenever Tali Primal Storm attacks, exile the top card of your library. Each player's library. You may cast any number of those non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. Pretty solid. Then we got Galta and Maverin. 3 generic, 2 green, 2 white. Legendary creature, dinosaur vampire. Which has trample. Whenever this creature attacks, so whenever a creature you control, whenever you attack, choose one. Create a tap to attack any XX green dinosaur creature token with trample, where X is the greatest power among other attacking creatures. That's pretty solid. Create X11 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is the number of attacking creatures. I like it. This card's pretty solid. Why are you focusing? There you go. 3 dinos. You got Rampaging Brontodon. 5 generic, 2 green, trample. Whenever Rampaging Brontodon attacks, it gets +1/+1 until in turn. Card is pretty solid for a 7/7. It just trample, right? 7 mana, 7/7 trample. It just gets upside when it attacks. Is pretty solid. Carnage Tyrant. Carnage Tyrant can't be countered. Trample, hexproof. Just a generic dinosaur. When they come up with a better dinosaur, I get a better dinosaur for the deck. I'll put him in. Replace him. The Tarask. The Tarask has haste and ward 10 if you can, as long as you cast it. Whenever the Tarask attacks, it fights target creature defending player controls. Pretty solid little card. 10 mana. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mana, 10, 10 with all that fun jazz. Tynoth Rex. 7, 8, 9 for 11/11 with trample. Cycling for 2. When you cycle Tynoth Rex, put a trample counter on target creature you control. Pretty fun. Kolgun Yadaro. Love this for its cycling ability. 2 generic, 2 red, 2 green for a 7/7. When it enters the battlefield, choose one. Gains trample and haste until in turn, or fights target creature you don't control. Pretty solid rule package or attack package. But for 2 generic, and green and red, you can discard Kolgun and Yadaro, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment, shuffle Kolgun and Yadaro back into your library from your graveyard to draw a card. Love it. Silverclad Ferocidons. This is a card I can't remember the name the other day. Silverclad Ferocidons. Cost 5 generic, 2 red, 8/5. Whenever Silverclad Ferocidon is dealt damage, each opponent sacrifices a permanent. Pretty solid. Zakama Primal Calamity. 6 generic, red, green, white. Legendary creature, Elder Dinosaur. Vigilance, Reach, Trample. When a Zakama Primal Calamity enters the battlefield, if you cast it, untap all creatures you control. For 2 generic and a red, Zakama deals 3 damage to a target creature. 2 generic and a green, destroy a target artifact or enchantment. Or for 2 generic and a white, you gain 3 life. All solid abilities for a 9/9. Big old legendary creature. Then you got Tali Primal Conqueror. 5 generic, 2 red, 7/7 trample. Tali Primal Conqueror enters the battlefield. Each player exiles cards from the top of the library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of the spells chosen from among the non-land cards this way without paying their mana cost. And you can pay 10 mana or 9 and a Phyrexian life to transform Tali and activate it as a sorcery. It transformed into Tali Primal Sickness. Come up, everybody, get down to sickness. That's right. It's 11/11 with trample, indestructible. Whenever a Primal Sickness deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. Whoa, whoa. Pretty solid. Look at that. So now alright, hold on. So now you've seen the grip of the dinosaurs in the deck. There's another dinosaur in the deck that you've been staring at this whole time while I've been showing off cards. But it's crazy, right? It's nuts. It's a little bit different, but hey, we love it. We need it. We like it. The dinosaur you didn't see in that pile is Awakening Sun's Avatar. 5 generic, 3 white, 7/7. When hold on. Alright, hold on. Hold on, I messed up. I messed up. That's not bad looking. I didn't think about that. Alright. There you go. Awakening Sun's Avatar. 5 generic, 3 white, 7/7. When this creature enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, destroy all non-dinosaur creatures. Which is a segue into the board wipes! The board wipes! Yeah. I got Decree of Pain. You know, good, like for 5 mana, this is a good board wipe. 6, 7, 8, it's a generic board wipe, but for 5 mana, it's pretty badass. Right? Then you got Plague Wind. Plague Wind, everybody. Destroy all creatures you don't control. They can't be regenerated. 7, 8, 9 mana for that? Alright, but for 5 mana, holy cow. This will piss off even the most hillbilly of hillbillies. Then we got Damn, which is the flexible board wipe in general. We got Runa's Ultimatum. 2 red, 2 red, 3 white, 2 black. Destroy all. Oh, hold on, focus. Destroy all non-land permanents your opponent's control. For 5 Wooburg mana, that's an amazing spell. Then we got Ingrick's Wake. Ingrick's Wake. Holy cow. Ingrick's Wake for 5 mana. What a deal. Destroy all creatures and planeswalkers you don't control is nuts. And my friends, we're running 8 of the Tri-Lands. We're running Arcane, Jungle, Frontier, Stampede, Savage, Mystic, Crumbling Necropolis, and Nomad Outpost. Yeah, we're running all these Tri-Lands in the deck. Slow Lands wins this game. Right? Look at that. It's so nuts. So nuts. Then, wait, there's more. We got Dragon Skull Summit. Spectator Seating. Oh yeah, Spectator Seating is a nuts. Training Center. Woodland Cemetery. That's right. Running 4 of the fetch lands. 4 fetch lands. Yes. Running Wood Foothills. Hold on. There, Wood Foothills. Polluted Delta. Windswept Heath. And Flooded Strand. And why those particular 4 fetch lands? Because that's how I pulled them, traded them, you know. Then we got some Triomes in the deck. Yes, Triomes. Hold on a second. We got some Triomes. We got Rogran Triome. We got Rafine's Tower. Asparo's Headquarters. I thought we had 4 Triomes, but I guess we have 3. Hold on. Yep, 3 of those Triomes are in the deck. Then, my friends, we got Watergrave as a shock land. Solid little shock land there. Got a Stomping Ground. Oh yeah, Stomping Ground rules. Steam Vents. And Breeding Pool. Then we're running a Command Tower. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Command Tower! Command Tower! Then other lands we're running. Hold on. We're running a Temple of the False God. Running Fabled Passage. Reliquary Tower. Reliquary Tower. Which I might just take this out of the deck. I'm playing too many spells most of the time. I don't have a full roster. We got 2 mountains. Ooh, look at that. Oh no. 2 islands. Thanks to James Willis for these awesome lands and Captain Waffles. We got 2 forests. We got 2 swamps. And we got 2 plains. Awesome. And my friends. That is the craziness. That is the Jodah Archmage Eternal deck. So, what's going on with that deck, right? The mana might seem a little weird, like what colors I'm running. But it's running perfect mana, I'm telling you. By turn 5, I have all 5 colors of mana out to cast Jodah and can use his ability to cast spells for Wooburg. That is amazing in itself. The deck runs great. The Triumphs work hard, and the Shocklands work just as hard with those fetch lands. Now, you could always use more fetch lands, and you could use more Triumphs, but I'm working with what I got. And look, I'm not complaining. My deck runs smooth. People played against it. It likes to go nuts for donuts. I'm telling you, wow. Nuts for donuts. Right? Point of the deck. Right? We are running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 board wipes in this deck. 6 whole board wipes, right? That's because we need to protect our strategy till we get there. And a few of these board wipes, a couple of these board wipes, 3 of the board wipes, to be exact, destroy all my opponent's stuff to protect my stuff because I'm trying to get through on their side. Pretty solid. Dinosaurs are a win condition in the deck. They're the big splashy colors. Dinosaurs are amazing, right? Dinosaurs are amazing. All amazing. Like Tolly changes the board state, game changer there. Zakama is so nuts. Silverclad Ferocidon is nuts. Kolga and Yadaro is a good utility card. But when you got big old 11-11s of trample out there, they're hard to deal with. When you're running a Tarrasque that you paid 5 mana for, people can't believe that discount is rare. Carnage Tyrant. He's pretty much math. Hexproof is the only thing that saves him on this card. Rampaging Brontodon. Pretty solid little guy. This guy is worth the uncommon price of 50 cents. If you're running Dinosaur deck, run Rampaging Brontodon. He wins. Yeah. Then, Galta, the Maverin. Just a fun dinosaur card. Thank you, Prime Pro 6, for that card. And no, Jodah did not get banned in Commander. Right? So this deck runs great. When we get more fun out, shenanigans begins. I'm telling you what. Shenanigans. We don't have a lot of drawing spells in this deck. Right? Hold on a second. Kenrith, the Return King, draws us cards, but we hardly ever use them for drawing cards. Whispering Madness is to switch things up. Yes, switch things up when we need it. Royal Sounds, little draw engine so we can keep drawing an extra card each turn. Diabolic Vision, just a swift little card that helps you draw cards. Draw 1 card out of a group of 5. Phyrexian Arena, one of my favorites. Solid little extra card draw spell. Teamer Ascendancy, do not underestimate this card in your dinosaur deck. Play the cards. Get the haste, draw the cards. Demonic Tutor, tutors for a creature card. Congregation of Dawn, tutors for 3 creature cards that stacks your deck. Signal of Clans gets you a random choice out of 3 creatures of your choice. But drawing cards in this deck, having the extra additional card draw, works with Morphon, the bandless. Morphon, the bandless, comes into play, and it makes your dinosaurs cost Wooberg. You're playing dinosaurs for free, so how many cards you draw and get dinosaurs in your hand, especially with Teamer Ascendancy. Like Teamer Ascendancy out here. Draw any cards for your creatures come into play. And I've had this happen before where I played Congregation of Dawn and stacked my draws. So I got 4 creatures out in a turn. Because I played a dinosaur on Teamer Ascendancy, drew a card after casting the Dawn, played a creature spell, drew a card and played another creature spell, then drew a card and played another creature spell. Pretty amazing little combo. Terrific deal there. Yes. So the draw is not as heavy as I want it to be, but the deck draws itself out pretty good. The dinosaurs are pretty solid, getting them out. The board wipes are fantastic. Just ask Hillbilly. He likes getting board wipes. Every time I board wipe, he's like, "Yay, more board wipes!" And he's like, "Do it again, do it again." So he plays more creatures. He's like, "Board wipe my board." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, we'll board wipe your border. We'll cast a Ruinous Ultimatum for 5 mana." Yes, for 5 mana. That's pretty insanity. That's pretty much insanity right there. And just in case you didn't catch on to it, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that are reanimate from the graveyard. Yes. We got 6 cards are reanimated from the graveyard. We have a reanimation package to get there. We got a Mystic Retrieval to double up on a removal or board wipes. And we got Savine's Reclamation, which usually helps us get more ramp, more land, actually. Pretty solid little card there. Pretty nuts. Pretty insane. So, the point of the deck. How do you play the deck? Well, you play your lands out, play your little ramp if you get it. But you just you get your fetches out. You fetch for the lands that you will fix your coloring pie so you can play Jodah and cast your 5 Uber mana out. It's pretty simple as that. Once you get Jodah out, you usually have a dinosaur or 2 in your hand that you just want to cast. So you start casting big old creatures, or you casting board wipes that affect only your opponents. It is nuts. It is crazy, everybody. It is crazy. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Whoa. And my friends, the hasty cards like Fervor. Hasty cards like Fervor are on the deck, so I can attack straight out and don't have to worry about a round of removal by the time they do damage. I forgot to add that. But yeah, that's Jodah. Fist of Suns, Leyline Mutation. And Jodah, Archmage Eternal. So good. I need to get this. I had the deck listed in Architect, but I need to tear it apart. Not tear it apart. I need to re-put it up. Get it situated. All situated. It's going to be fun, everybody. Fun under the sun. What? It's going to be awesome. But with that, my friends, I want to thank you guys for chilling out with me, hanging out with me during this live Chat and Chill deck. This live Chat and Chill deck. And hanging out with me and watching me go through the deck and explain the deck a little. You guys rock, you guys rule, and keep an eye out because I might just go live in the next 15 minutes. So with that, my friends, we're going to call today a successful day. And we're going to go to the end scene.